It's only been one season, but Christopher says here, I thought Mario Cristobal was the coach that was going to get things rolling.
Sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. And I think that we're seeing some of that. And, it is again, this is not a cosmetic kind of a thing. This is not changing paint and maybe a couple light fixtures. This is a gut, if not a full tear down renovation and rebuild. And yeah, I think that obviously things did not go the way that we wanted in the first, year on field. But if you look at the little piece of class he got in 22, the full class he brought in 23, including all of these transfers at all of these positions, Miami, and with Cristobal at the head, have been very intentional about restructuring the roster. And, like the new forthcoming football operations facility from a, infrastructure standpoint is going to come online. They're going to start, construction on that sometime soon, I believe. There's a lot of other things as well. And, I don't think that we're at a terminal point of this version of the program. I think that we're still in the infancy of what this can be, especially from a roster construction standpoint. And hopefully we're able to take a step forward this year. Hopefully, new coordinators and, infusing a little bit of different talent in some positions is going to be beneficial towards that. I think that, you're pushing towards 8-win, maybe 9-win regular season. I think 9 is maybe about the ceiling for this regular season. But, if you go from 5-7 to 8-4, that's a step in the right direction. And then if you have 8-4, I think that you're going to see positive recruiting results. Now, do not link 8-4, with, we're getting Jeremiah Smith. Like, that's a bridge of like a leap of logic that no. But I think if you see 8-4, then there's no reason why this isn't a top 6, top 5 kind of a class. And then, okay, you have that class with the class before, and then like the talent of the first little piece of a class, add in a couple transfers, find out whoever's going to be quarterback next year after Tyler Van Dyke leaves, because Tyler Van Dyke, there's no way he's coming back to the University of Miami for 2024. Like, get that through your thick skulls right now. But I think it is very possible that things can continue to improve. But I know it doesn't feel great right now, but I'd say don't throw the baby with the bathwater right now. Like, I know that last season did not meet any of our hopes or dreams or expectations, but I don't think that we're at a point where it's like, cool, I'm going to fully close the book on Mario Cristobal, even being someone with that being a possibility of having success in Miami. I don't think that we're there just yet, Christopher. So, though I will not say, hey, if you feel bad, don't feel bad. I'm like, yeah, like it was a bad season on the field, but it gets darkest before the dawn. And I think that we're going in a decent direction where having some kind of hope and, some kind of hope of things getting going in a positive direction is still there.
So for the coach who shows up as the head coach at Colorado, Rutgers, Kansas, and has championship aspirations, I understand the teardown. For the coach who shows up at Miami and inherits a top 15 to 20 roster in the nation, is that reclamation project and that teardown necessary because of culture? Or is it because of scheme fit isn't right?
It depends on the evaluation and estimation of the person who's coming in to do the rebuild. I and many others thought it was going to be more surface level, but Cristobal believes it's deeper than rap. Like, it's really systemic all the way down. So it's, scheme, it's culture, it's just the entire construction of an organization of the entire organization, like just everything, some systematically, programmatically, just, there's many, many, many different things. And that's just a little bit of a different paradigm, obviously. So, if you bring in somebody of a similar paradigm, like if it were me, if Manny Diaz had come back for another season, or we brought in someone other than Cristobal, I think it would have maybe not been as stark a departure from what had existed previously. And I think you could have had success with that. But in Cristobal's mind, he said, yeah, I get what you're doing and how, everything, but like, the entire paradigm of what we're doing is wrong. And so we got to tear all that shit down. And it's just more than one way to skin a cat kind of a thing. So obviously I'm not gonna say one is right or wrong, but he's very firm on like, this is what was being done was not the way to do it. So yeah, it's, and you usually don't see a lot of super duper whole scale changes. I mean, like, were there changes from Mark Richt to Kirby Smart? Sure. But like, was it the same kind of tear it down? No. You know what I mean? So I was expecting, not with back-to-back national championships, but I was expecting something similar, which is like we're going to lean on the tent poles of the foundation of this program that we've done. We're going to tweak a couple things and we're going to really push forward. I was expecting something like that, to your point, because yeah, Miami had been, okay, not national championship worthy, but like relatively successful, I mean, for a mid-major program, had the 110-win season, a 9-win season, a couple 8-win seasons, all right. And if we tweak that, we should be able to go from 8 to 10 to 11 down the line. And Cristobal said, ain't going to be no tweaks. We're going to tear it all the way down, and that's how we're going to get forward, which is just a difference of opinion, really.